Hi there, I'm Charlie. I'm joined again by Vincent Méjean, Innovation Lead and Chief Technology Officer for Spinpanel. Today, Vincent is going to tell us a bit more about how Spinpanel is helping to deploy and manage Microsoft Cloud solutions. So Vincent, clearly there's a lot of transformation going on in terms of partners delivering solutions. Can you tell us a bit more about how Spinpanel allows partners to develop and work with solutions in Office 365 and Azure?
So what we're seeing is that the Microsoft Commerce Model brings alignments to customers across sales motions, and this indicates a shift from resale margin to services managed. So as in all our other previous videos, I've talked about solutions and the added value of that. And that's even becoming more apparent in the Microsoft Commerce Model, because now you actually really have to shift to solution-based selling, otherwise your margins are under pressure. So that's what Spinpanel adds to the Microsoft Cloud portfolio. We help you automate efficiently all those solutions, and by making it a solution, so you can package it really as your own IP into Spinpanel, you're also immediately certified for all the programs that Microsoft has to offer in CSP. So if you use our tool, you're ready to go and you're ready to go to market. And that's a big advantage of our product.
Okay, so you're helping partners move beyond license-based selling.
Yes, what I discussed in the previous videos is that Spinpanel, of course, offers a full subscription management solution. And that's still very necessary because you need to deploy a license first, because otherwise you can't move to a solution. But Microsoft now requires you to make solutions based on a measurable outcome. So you need to prove that you have added value on top of just the license being sold. And that's what Spinpanel helps you to do, because besides the whole license procurement process, we can also help you build the solution. We have solutions as well into the product built in. So that immediately kickstarts your solution selling, so to say, and also helps you to do that in a self-service fashion, because all the solutions you build into Spinpanel can be deployed in a self-service fashion to the Microsoft Cloud.
Could you give some examples of this?
Yeah, I already talked about a Spinpanel Workspace in a previous video, which runs on top of the Microsoft 365 platform. But another example, and that gives a little bit more picture of how that works all together in a package, is Azure Backup. So you have the modern workspace running, and now you need a backup solution on top of that. So Azure Backup is quite extensive in what it can do, but to bring that in multi-tenant with reporting and everything alongside that, that's a challenge. So what Spinpanel does is, again, make it packageable. So you now have the modern workspace and you want to add backup to that. That comes from Azure Backup, but again in a single click setup, so to say, so you can package that as a single solution. So now you're bringing in all the aspects of the Microsoft Cloud together with, for example, the Microsoft Modern Workspace. Another example is that if you have that modern workspace, you probably still have some server laying around that has an application running, and you need to bring that into your solution as well. So we also support hybrid offerings together with the Microsoft Cloud, so you can mix and match services from on-prem, Azure IaaS, and for example SQL as a service into one package, and now you're extending just the workspace to a full stacked solution offering different parts of the Microsoft Cloud altogether. And again, the beauty of that is if you've done that once, you can deploy it multiple times to one or multiple customers. Make sure that you can manage the solution, so updates are being pushed as well, and you can self-service the solution. So if you want to sell this as a bundle that an end customer easily can deploy, then that can be done with Spinpanel as well. So it's all about orchestrating the full stack of Microsoft Cloud solutions.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you're using the automation and management capabilities of Spinpanel to help partners to quickly deploy and manage, for example, Azure and Microsoft 365 as a full packaged solution to an end customer's environment.
Exactly. Spinpanel on itself as the platform is the foundational automation and management tool to help you build those solutions. Of course, we do have a lot of solutions already in the platform, but you can work from there, or you can bring in your own solutions as you see fit. But in the end, it comes down to orchestrating the whole Microsoft Cloud portfolio. And to bring that a little bit more in perspective and give you some easy understanding of how that works, I want to give you a short demo of a modern workspace that has a lot of solutions already built in, so you can get a good comprehensive overview of what that automation would be. So this is actually my own PC running Windows 10. So it looks like a very plain Windows 10 machine, and that's supposed to be like that. Because what Spinpanel offers is a truly out-of-the-box experience to a fully working Windows 10 deployment. So this offers all the things I need, like data and applications. The first thing you notice if I open the Start menu is that I also have a lot of non-Microsoft applications on this laptop. You will see the Adobe Suite and some other applications as well. Besides that, I do have the Office Suite installed, which is being deployed by our product automatically, but it also has things like signature management, so that your signature is available in Outlook, and template roaming over your different machines available. So we truly make sure that all the data and all the applications land on your device as they should. Second to that, you can also see that I have things like Netflix and Spotify installed on my machine. So there is also a very personal experience possible together with the business experience on this laptop. As a partner, you can lock down certain parts of the Start menu as you were used to in an on-prem environment, but now you can do that in the cloud as well. It is all being powered by additional policies into our product. The second thing you might notice is that if I open up the Explorer, I do have, of course, the OneDrive sync client running. So this helps me allow to synchronize SharePoint and OneDrive files to my PC. But second to that, I also have drive mappings available. So imagine you are in a VDI scenario, then it might not be so convenient to use the sync client. Or if you have a lot of data in SharePoint available, then that might also be a reason not to use the sync client. So Spinpanel also offers you the option to do a direct drive mapping to SharePoint libraries and use that as a file server. So you see this in the below section. So here's my Spinpanel SharePoint library, which I can drill down to. And we make sure that all the things like optimization for large files and speed is being done in the background. And second to that, we handle all the handling of authentication and so on to make this all work out of the box. So you just provide the path to the SharePoint library and we'll do the rest and make sure the drive mapping is available. Now the legacy apps, as we call them, come in. So those are all apps that traditionally run on on-premise environments or need to run close to a database like Azure IaaS in combination with Azure SQL. Those are all applications that might be difficult to get on a local running laptop without performance issues. So what we add to that is that you can combine the modern workspace, so this is the Microsoft 365 solution, together with Azure IaaS solutions. And to show you how that looks like, I have my RDS applications over here. So these are applications that are running in Azure IaaS and are being provisioned single sign-on to this PC. So I can still use the application from a single sign-on experience and very easily get access to that. And now the application is actually running in the Azure cloud itself. And to do that, we enable out-of-the-box Azure Domain Services, an RDS server or a VDI deployment, both is possible, to help you make sure that you can deliver those applications to the PC of the end customer. So this is a mix and match between the modern workspace experience, which is fully local and runs all applications on the device itself, combined with applications that run in the Azure IaaS cloud. Of course, if you use solutions like AD Connect, then these solutions could come from your on-premise environment as well. And that's another thing we offer. We can inject dynamically VPNs as always on, as Microsoft calls it, into the mix. So here you can see that I'm currently connected to my Spinpanel VPN, which is automatically deployed through Endpoint Manager to my PC, meaning that I have an always-on scenario and can access company files quite easily. If that's not enough, then if you need other file solutions beyond SharePoint, because an application might not always work with web dev solutions, then you can also use things like Azure File Services, which again can be provisioned through our platform and then can land on the device itself. So that makes it easy to do traditional file sharing as well. These are all solutions that come together, and just to show you that we do a comparison setup with Intune. So if I move to my accounts, work or school, then you will see that this device is fully managed by Intune, or by by Endpoint Manager as it nowadays called. So you can see all kind of areas that are being pushed down to the device, including modern applications. And second to that, you will have the Spinpanel workspace agent running, which is also deployed by Endpoint Manager itself, so you don't have any management in regards to agents. It's just being deployed by Endpoint Manager. And then second to that, this will allow you additional integration like the drive mapping features I just showed you. So here you can clearly see all the information and all the data and all the files and all the applications coming together in one solution, being powered by Spinpanel and being powered by the Microsoft 365 portfolio. So this is truly a enablement solution and not a replacement of the Microsoft product.
When it comes to other solutions, how does Spinpanel interact to compare to Microsoft solutions like Azure Lighthouse?
Well, what Azure Lighthouse explicitly brings is the multi-tenant management capability, which was very well received, of course. And actually, it's all about solutions again. So it's a welcome addition to our platform as well, because first we had to build all the multi-tenant capabilities, which we still have on our platform, of course. But now we can also provision those solutions, which you already built into Spinpanel, or solutions that are already available in Spinpanel through Azure Lighthouse. So it even makes the adoption of Azure Lighthouse easier and offers you the benefit of the PAL activation, so the partner admin link activation, which is included in Azure Lighthouse. And we do some other things with that, like reporting on top of that, so you can see what the PAL activation is, the status is, so we do some reporting on top of that. But the most important thing is solutions. And if you want to start with Azure Lighthouse, one of the first things that you need to do is build your solutions to move them out there to customers, either through a private store or to public store. And that is something what Spinpanel allows you to do. So you can still use the package solutions, but with the additional benefit, because Azure Lighthouse is of course purely focused on Azure, we have the additional benefit that you can do it across the multiple platforms, so like Windows 10, which we consider a cloud product as well, and the Office 365 or the Microsoft 365 portfolio. So again, it's all bringing the solutions together, making sure that you can effectively manage it through the portals of Microsoft, because we don't rebuild an Azure portal, for example. You just still use the Microsoft Azure portal. We orchestrate the solution in there. So that's the addition we bring in regards to the already available products of Microsoft. Not a replacement, an addition and an enablement tool. That's what it is.
Vincent, thank you for your time again, and thank you guys for joining us. Stay tuned for more episodes where we will deep dive into more aspects of the Spinpanel platform.